Guys, I get so excited about doing my videos that I kind of get off kilter. So I have to internally balance myself to make sure I'm as proficient as I can with each video. Okay, today's Circle of Love is within my Twin Flame series. That little cat stay coming towards my door. Thank God I got my Chinese lion protecting this house. False twin flames. False twin flames. Okay. In your life, I wanted to make sure that my videos were a little bit different from other people because I just don't feel like repeating all of the stuff I've watched thus far regarding false twin flames. So I'm going to speak about things that I feel I haven't seen yet within videos that were entitled False Twin Flame. People who don't know, twin flame is a reflection of who you are, which is basically, I don't want to say half of you, but it is, that's another way of saying it, a reflection of you, half of you, of your energy that was connected to you before you decided to come through your mother's womb and live this low frequency life called human life. And before you came out of your mother, outside of your twin flame, which is the core of your spiritual family, there are other energies which I consider and refer to as your spiritual collective, your spiritual family that are around you, and your twin flame, and these are including your soulmates, your soul partners, your passion flames, your deep, intense spiritual lovers. All of that are within your spiritual collective family. Now, what makes a twin flame different and more powerful is that your twin flame is more than half of you, but it is a reflection of you, which has promised to try their best to meet with each other again within this low vibrational came out your mama pussy life. Okay? Now, every collective, I call them collective, but these are just bits of energy that come forth to be in this low vibrational earth. When you separate from your twin flame and you decide to live a third dimensional life and come forth through your mother, mostly all collectives, and there's many different collectives, we're each from our own spiritual family, spiritual collective. Mostly all twin flame couples try to meet again in this low vibrational world. Same thing with your spiritual family. They all speak on a higher level saying, we're going to meet again. I'm going to try to meet you in the low vibrational world. See you there, see you there, see you there. You know, you get that feeling when you met someone, it's a deja vu, or when you meet and fall in love with someone and swear that it's deeper or more intense than what you're usually used to. Usually these are spiritual signs of you meeting your spiritual collective family. But right now we're focusing on false twin flames. Now, false twin flames, if you don't want to watch this whole video, you could think that that person is your reflection, your other piece. But in all actuality, a lot of people are meeting their false twin flames, which is maybe their spiritual partner, a sister that used to be a brother, or a brother that used to be a cousin, or a cousin that used to be a father in a past life. All of these people are spiritual energies that are within your spiritual collective before coming forth into this world. Now, as a twin flame, you know you've met your twin flames by a lot of signs. a knowing that you've known them before, a spiritual dream that reveals itself right before you meet them, or right after you meet them, or while you know them. An intensity so strong that it's not familiar to you. You've never felt this intensity before. But what a lot of people are failing to realize with this whole big phenomena of twin flame is that if you're not spiritually uplifting yourself, emotionally uplifting yourself, becoming better within yourself while you are with or connected with this twin flame, then that could be another sign of the false twin flame. You know you are within your false twin flame if that person is not spiritually uplifting you. You know you're with that false twin flame if you're at odds with each other and you're constantly bickering and there is no growth happening on a consistent level. Because a lot of people forget the reason and the power behind meeting your twin flame is collectively connecting to your reflection and using that internal power to reach higher dimensions. A lot of people can't get past on the sexual intensity of the twin flame, and they get stuck on it to the point where they downgrade themselves within their spiritual walk, and they get stuck. When I learned that there are some twin flames that wait as long as 10 years before vibrationally they are on the same level enough to build with each other, I was like, I'd be damned if I wait 10 years for a twin flame. I met my twin flame, you guys, and let me be a little candid with you. I've met my twin flame, and the experience was beautiful. It was so intense and so magical and so rich and fulfilling and tasteful. But it was quick, and it burnt hot, and it sizzled. It really did sizzle. Because with most twin flames, if you learn by watching other videos, that most twin flame connections, because you guys are giving birth at different times through different mothers and choosing to live the life of choice and self-growth, you're giving birth at different times. So usually your twin flame is way older than you or way younger than you. Your twin flame is living a very opposite life of what you're living, like a polarity, a very thick polarity of your life. Because my twin flame was a true gangster, and he was a narcotics seller. He sold weed, but he was in a part of his life where he was raised in the church, yes, but he didn't know his power. And the most dangerous thing in the world is to get into a relationship with a partner who don't know their power. He did not know his power. And because he did not know his power, he didn't know how to tap into self to allow his power to help himself. And because he didn't have a strong spiritual connection with the higher power like I did, he didn't comprehend this intense sexual energy that was coming at him, which was High Priestess. You know, I felt bad for him because we talked for a little bit, and he shared with me how he was raised in the church, but he knew nothing of spirituality. So the dreams he was having was going over his head. The intense connection that we shared with each other during the moments that we shared in private was going over his head. Even the sexual intensity that we shared with one another of the knowing went over his head, because he did not have a spiritual connection with self. But because I have a spiritual connection with self, Spirit revealed to me everything that I kind of already knew before I met him. And even though I still became the chaser to his runner, because with every twin flame, there's a chaser and a runner. And this is why I believe that even though wholeheartedly this man was my twin flame, sadly, because of his spiritual walk, he was at the same time my false twin flame, because I chose not to have that walk with him and wait 10 years from him to get his mind right. So in my eyes, he was my twin flame, but he became my false twin flame. Why? Because I wasn't having to wait in the 10 years until he was spiritually right to handle a high priestess chief such as myself. So know that your twin flame can also end up being your false twin flame, because me as a magician, as a high priestess, and as a chief, I believe I have the power to make what was not into what will be, or what is. And just because I knew this man was my twin flame, because you guys, the intensity was real. The intensity was real, and I experienced a lot of phenomena with him that I didn't experience with other men. I.e., okay, what can I tell you to help you with your journey? Okay, i.e., I had a dream about him even after I met him. But what the dream revealed to me was what was going to happen between us in a long, not a long, because that was like in 3 months period, but in a short period of time. And I saw within the dream that he was going to come into my life, he was going to leave, and I was going to proceed on to what I had to do. So I also was revealed how my friends was going to be haters in this interaction, because when you meet your twin flame, you guys, a lot of haters show up. Spiritual affirmation, my toaster, because I'm cooking dinner, not dinner, lunch. A lot of haters will show up because people envy the energy and power of twin flames. Because when twin flames get together, the propensity of what can manifest is serious. And this also goes to soulmates, to spiritually arranged marriages, because I do believe that there are opportunities where spirit plays your matchmaker and can set you up with certain people that will allow for major gain. But again, what the sacrifice is knowing if that partner that you've prospectively met and want to deal with is doing all they need to do with their upliftment, with their gain. A lot of people talk a lot of talk, but not too many people walk the walk. Because me, I talk it like I walk it. Yeah. 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 Talk it like I walk it. But not a lot of people perpetrate their walk, but are not walking the walk. So you can have beautiful experiences like twin flames and soulmates and fire flames and spiritual matchmaking moments with your spirit team and ancient ancestors. But if that other half drops the ball, if that other half is not ready for the course or not ready to be the boss, if that person is not in their self-enrichment, self-enlightenment, self-building, if they're not ready and not ready to give a consistent 110% within their walk with themselves, so they could be within their walk with you, because they have to love themselves enough to see and consistently know growth to be able to give love to you. Don't think that being spiritual make looking for your mate easier. it actually makes it harder, because most people these days are programmed in sleep. So finding a spiritual mate actually makes finding your partner, your business partner, your life partner much harder. And when you're adept in your craft, high level bullshit will try to come at you. But you have to be on your P's and Q's to know when high level bullshit is coming at you and when to shut it down and cut it off. So know, guys, that false twin flames can be people that are actually within your spiritual collective trying to gain a position of the twin flame, or you trying to see that person within that position and they're not actually on that position. Me, I shut down my twin flame, because I'd be damned if I wait 10 years for someone to get mentally right. I'm a queen. I can create my atmosphere. So, on to the next when it comes to finding that twin flame-like energy that's going to help me build my empire. Till then, I happily walk this road alone until Spirit shows me who my twin flame estate builder will be. So know that you're not locked down to these twin flames. You're not locked down to these false twin flames. You are the creator of your destiny. And if you are walking it like you talk it, walk it like you talk it, if you're doing that, then no matter how many times you have to say no, a yes will come along with patience and endurance. My name is High Priestess Ishara. You can hit me up at lifecoachhealing@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on my Facebook at Ishara Sadi. That's ISHERA Sadi, SAI, D as in dog, I as in infinite, or hit me up on my IG at high_priestess22. I offer Oracle Tarot card readings at $92 a reading, and I also offer a very in-depth spiritual 360-degree reading at $111 an hour. My readings run between an hour to sometimes even as long as 3 hours. It really depends on what Spirit wants me to share with you. See you next time in my next video, and I'll talk to you soon. This has been False Twin Flames from the Twin Flame series. Bye. This has been another one. Woo! Isharas. What? Ishara's world. With all my good, bad, and ugly.